The O.G. Broughton.
Welcome.
The O.G. Broughton. That's what we are, though.
Yeah.
The O.G. Broughton.
Should we go down here and so you can think of this?
Where the hell are we going?
Well, you've not thought what you're doing yet, are you?
We're winging it.
We're winging it.
Am I qualified? Yeah, but in reality, I'm just winging it mush. So we're headed back down. Well, we're heading to Gogar's yard to go and see my new purchase, which is rather exciting, isn't it, Jordan?
Very exciting.
So exciting for the both of us, really, because we've both got an opportunity here. You're going to be my #1 employee,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be the #1 operator in Scotland. So if you haven't guessed by now, we have bought our first lorry.
No, you need to do that as well at one point.
Yeah, we'll do like when we get a bit bigger, we'll do a big video about how we started and all that. But this has been a dream of mine for a very long time. Aspiration. I've always wanted my own lorries.
You have.
I have.
Since you lived there, I remember you showed me a laptop with your car to car.
He's just done me a dirty there. So yeah, this has been a dream of mine for a very, very long time, and we are finally getting there. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's happening. So we bought our first lorry. We have been running it for what, 3 months now? 3 months or so. Operator's license and all that sort of stuff is confirmed, so we are good to go. We've got plenty of work, which is a good thing. That's the hardest part, I suppose, isn't it? You're busy. I still work for the company I work for now, just because that's just the way I wanted to do it, which is fine. Taking Jordan on as my driver, so Jordan is now full-time driver for me. This week, just gone, the truck's been in for MOT, which didn't go quite according to plan, but I'll explain shortly. We have got Truckfest Scotland coming up now, so that's in, is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So we've got 2 weekends to get everything prepared. We've started a little bit, we've done little bits, but not much. We've just given it a good wash and a good clean because it really, really needed it, bless her. So yeah, we're on our way now to go and do a little bit to the lorry. We'll show you around it, we'll show you what it is, and then we'll start with the fancy bits, I suppose. Which is the whole part of this channel. Is what I want to do is sort of building custom trucks, this will be the start of it. So we are just about to put it in the yard just now, and we'll go and have a look and see what we've bought, what we've got to fit to it, and what we've got to do to it to get it ready before Truckfest Scotland. Well, what do you think? Bro? Good. As long as you're happy. Every child's dream.
It's got the badges.
It's got the right badges. It has got the right badges.
Right reg.
It's got a good reg. That's another thing we have done, is we already have changed the reg. We've put the private plate on it because it was due its 2-year tacho calibration at the start of July. So it made sense to just put a reg on it and get it calibrated all at the same time. But we did and ah about whether to do the video before we did everything, because we have done some stuff, and I will go through what we've done, but we and ah with it, but we just haven't had time. That's the problem. I work a full-time job. He's been out on the road. It's been out working, which is the main thing. So yeah, but I suppose here we are. She is obviously a Scania R580 V8, and a pretty one at that.
Show your purchase.
Show my purchase. Show how much money I've spent already. So this is my Scania R580. When we first bought her, she obviously still got the name at the top. She had a blue wrap around the bumper, and she had along the sides here the sort of the Scania black wrap that goes around the doors and stuff. But the wrap had started to come off and peel and look a bit naff, so we took it off Still got a little bit to take off around here.
It looks a lot better without it.
Doesn't it? Definitely looks a lot better without it, we think, as well, yeah. So we've taken all that off. We've taken the blue wrap off, except for this bit that the old mate Jordan there missed. So yeah, we're fairly happy with it. She's got a few, it's a 10-year-old lorry, so it's not going to be brand new. It's not going to be perfect. It needs a bit of a tidy up and a bit of TLC, but luckily we can get it into the paint shop soon and get it touched up. The reg was bought for the lorry. It wasn't one I had just lying around. It was bought for the lorry. So I feel like can you not show them? Because I have to bend down a little bit then. The reg was bought because, well, who doesn't want a private plate on their lorry? And I sort of think it hides its age a bit, doesn't it? It's a 65 plate. So it's BV65 UDX was the original reg. It just looks a bit smarter. V888 OGB. OGB standing for Oliver George Broughton, which is my initials, and it's also the company name, O.G.BROUGHTON, and also the YouTube name, the O.G. Broughton. So, because I am the O.G. Broughton. So she needs a bit of TLC. She does need a bit of TLC. Standard Scania with the, what would you call it? Don't know, what paint's coming off on the mirrors, I suppose. Standard Scania. Every Scania's like that, so we just need to get it touched up. Around this side is not too bad. We did have to replace a panel here. This panel being replaced as well. It was damaged. We won't mention who by. Side skirts of that. This exhaust was damaged when we bought it, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it down there with the camera, but that exhaust was damaged. But you know what? These things happen. It was like that previously before we bought it. So yeah, at the end of the day, you can't drive these things all day, every day without occasionally bashing the odd panel, which is understandable. This side, this grill has been bashed as well, but again, it's a bit of TLC. Needs some paint. It just needs a bit of love and care. That's all it needs. Just bring it back to life. Bring it back to its former glory, which hopefully by Truckfest, if we work hard enough, it should be done by. Yeah, so again, typical Scania mirrors up here. This door, give us a second, pass just as that camera, I'll take that. This door isn't the prettiest. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it looks to me like the last person that's had it, or the person before I had it, person that had it before me, tried taking the name off or something like that, and it has really, really damaged the paintwork, so it's not pretty. So that door needs to get resprayed. Yeah, that's pretty much it really, damage-wise. I mean, it's not actually that bad at all. It's got a PTO, it's got hydraulics. So we've got a hydraulic tank here, and obviously we've got a tipper pipe here, but it only does tippers rather than tip and return as like a walk-in floor, but that's not an issue. It's not a big job to change and convert it into a walk-in floor. I would quite like to take the extra fuel tank away and put the hydraulic tank where the fuel tank is, just because I'm not a huge fan of cab-mounted tanks. They tend to crack and split with the flex of the chassis and all that sort of stuff. So at some point we might change that to here, depending on, one, what sort of work we carry on doing, and two, the cost, basically. Because if it's going to cost a fortune, we'll just leave it up there because it's already got one. But we can convert that to run tip and return to power something like a walk-in floor or a tanker or something of the sorts. And then round the back, she's got a standard grey wheel arches, which again aren't in the best of nick, but what do you expect? She's been around on the road for 10 years, and it's got these stupid Kel truck mud flaps on, which I think you'll agree we don't like.
Coming off.
They're coming off. They need Scania ones on, just to tidy it up a little bit and make it look a bit more presentable. And that is it. That is pretty much my new lorry. On the outside anyway, we've got the inside to show you, because she nice things inside, but she is nice. She's lovely. We have got some nice plans for her, nice big plans, and some nice great ideas. Right, okay. So 3, 2, 1, we're back in the room. Little written joke. So now, right, so we're in the inside of the Scania now, so we'll just show you some of the bits, the spec as such that it's got. pretty standard V8 spec with like the leather seats, the leather steering wheel. There's your tipping handle for when you're using a tipper. You've got up here, you've got a microwave, which is always handy for a hot dinner. And there's a coffee maker, but the driver doesn't drink coffee anyway, so we might even just take that out. Under the bunk fridge, not as good as a Volvo. Don't care what anybody says, that's not a good Volvo. The Volvo fridge is far better. Double bunk, which will be handy or not handy, I don't know. Maybe at some point. Truck vest will be handy. And then obviously a slide out bed, which is a pretty standard Scania thing. It's pretty standard in here. The driver, he's put his curtains up. Pelmet as well, but the pelmets come down for MOT because seemingly you shouldn't have them. So that's pretty much it on the inside. It's got nothing fancy. No interior, no special interior, no nothing like that. Very fancy drive. But yes, nothing too exciting in here, I'd say. Has got a table, but we've just taken the table out to have a look at something else. So that's us on the inside. Well, we bought this. When did we buy this? Bought it in
January or February, was it?
February, I think it was. What are we in now? July? Yeah, it's like February, March. So we bought it back in February, March. Didn't have an operator's license to start off with, so we just left it, although I'd paid him for it, we just left it on his operator's license, and Jordan drove it for a couple of weeks just to get into the use of the work, and pretty unfortunate really, wasn't it? First week, I transferred it over to my operator, when my operator's license, my interim license, and that came through, transferred it over to the interim license, put it in my name, it was on my insurance, it was on 100% mine. We got a week out of it. I got the phone call to say, do you want a shift at the weekend? I said, I'll take it. And I got as far as Aberdeen and it went into limp mode. You couldn't have wrote it for my first week. So we literally took it, I took it up to Aberdeen.
First time you properly drove it?
First time I actually drove it with a load on its back and everything like that. I'd driven it, obviously before I bought it, took it for a test run, but then took it up to Aberdeen. Went into limp mode, pulled into Scania at Aberdeen, got them to turn the light off, came down the road, and it came back on again in a limp mode, and it was inevitable. The AdBlue pump went. So managed to get a mate out to come and plug a computer into it, see what it needed. AdBlue pump. Drove it down to his workshop, and after a couple of days, he managed to get an AdBlue pump, put it on it, and as he took it out for a road test, it just had to be my luck that the clutch went. Well, the centre bearing and the clutch went. So not only did it need an AdBlue, well, it got the AdBlue pump, it also got a new clutch and a new centre bearing. So it was off the road for about 3 weeks. By the time we got everything sorted and all that, and parts found and all that sort of stuff, it was going fine until I took it for its first run. Yeah, I've not been allowed back in it since. But yeah, unfortunate things. These things happen. Yeah, the guy that sold it to me, we couldn't have known that the AdBlue pump was going to go, or the clutch was going to go as soon as we put a new AdBlue pump in it. So that happened, unfortunately. Up until then, she's been pretty sweet. She's had a couple of tyres, just to replace stuff, just to keep things tidy and road legal. A couple of tyres. Obviously, until it came up to its MOT. New bumper and stuff, but we won't mention that, will we, Jordan? No. Well, it's MOT, so it's literally just got back from Scania today because it was supposed to be going for MOT on Wednesday, but we pulled it from the test because it had an engine management light on, which came on because of the pressure switch or something to do with the pressure, high pressure in the fuel line. So we couldn't test it. My maintenance provider couldn't test it because he didn't have the kit, which is fair enough. So we put it into Scania, and Scania sorted it overnight, to be fair, and we got it back today. So she is now ready for MOT prep. She's been MOT prep. She had a new airbag, new set of brakes on the rear axle, got another tyre. Not too bad. It's only a steer lift axle, so a steer tyre. She got she got spring eye bushes, I think, done on the left axle. Apart from that, it wanted nothing really, except from a trip to Scania. So we are basically, that's why it's got the MOT prep in the window as well, because we we like to keep things legal. It needs MOT'd. So let's get it for MOT the Monday before Truck Fest. So we can run it for a week, bring it back in at the weekend, give it another good look over, make sure nothing's happened in that week, and then put it in for MOT, and then that'll be us for another year, a full year, till it needs another MOT. So that's basically my Scania V8. So I suppose we should show you the accessories that we bought. Now I bought these off a good friend of mine. He came out of his R series and took all his fancy bits off. So he asked me if I wanted to buy them. Obviously no, and I've just bought that. So of course couldn't turn down a good offer when I see one. Some nice good stuff. So to start off with, we have got the, what do you call that? Grill bar, I think, in the grill bar. So that will go in the grill here, behind the grill. So it'll run from there across to there. And I think it's got five lights in it. So the 5 lights, 5 white lights in that bar. So just behind the grill. But I'm tempted to whip the lights out quick and get that painted black, just so you don't see it as much, because I'm not a huge fan of chrome personally. So I might just see if I paint them, and I'll paint it black for us to match these. And these are, this is a parameter kit. So it's a 3-in-1 parameter kit with I think the pencil LEDs, I think they call them. Nice, very nice. I like these. I like these a lot. These are all powder coated black. They just need a bit of a clean, tidy up. And obviously the parameter kit goes up and across the top of the cab and back down, and you'll have your brakes, side lights, brake lights and indicators in these bits. Look very nice bits of kit. I quite like them. Although some people complain that when you've got like a white trailer or something on behind you, it's a bit bright at night, but you don't need to look behind you, you just need to look ahead of you. Yeah, as long as it was good. And you've got the Scania bit that sits at the top in the middle up here, just about there. That lights up red as well, so that's pretty cool. Chassis wing infill, sorry. So you've got the wing infills that obviously sit just here. So they sit about there, and then your marker light sits inside them. And again, they're normally seen on a tag axle, but you know what? So he sort of threw them in as part of the deal. So wasn't too keen on them originally, but obviously because we need to get them painted and stuff. So I'm not sure what colour to paint them, Drive.
White, definitely white.
White, you reckon white? I think white, but I don't know whether to paint them grey to match the wheel arches, or do we paint them white to match the side skirts? Unsure. Let me know in the comments what you think we should do. Either paint them white or paint them grey. But I think white. I think white. And the final thing we've got, again, it wasn't really on my shopping list, but he offered it to me, so can't say no really, can you? Is a Coles custom deep sun visor, which I do think are very cool. And he's got the brackets in this one, these brackets here, which stop it from pointing away for the lorry, and they sort of bring it square with the lorry, a bit like the original one. So rather than it being like a baseball cap, oh crikey, sorry, I don't know what to do with that camera there. Rather than it be like a baseball cap pointing that way, it sits nice and flush. So yeah, and the only thing we'll lose is the 2 sort of Scania spotlights up there, but we do gain an extra 3. They called? Oh, are we? This man likes to spend my money. Apparently, we're getting a light bar soon. Apparently, yeah, sort of replaces the. So you've got 5 sort of original Scania. These are the classic Scania What do you call them? I think they're called visor lights. Visor lights. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then obviously one either side. And yeah, that's all we've got shopping list wise at the minute. But as I say, I wasn't too keen on, wasn't planning on spending a fortune on buying loads of bits for it, but the guy phoned me and offered me them, so I took them. Couldn't say no. Of course, couldn't say no. So yeah, it's not, because this will be, hopefully, in the next video, we'll have sign rating on. So we'll have my company up on the top. We'll have bits like this painted, ready for Truckfest. We'll have this door here sort of tidied up. I'll tell you, that's not a bad angle for it. You can see the dents and stuff. Have this door tidied up. A couple of bits like the mirrors and that touched up. That name off, my name on. We were going to paint this grille white, but we're not really sure how much time we're going to have now to do all of this, because this truck, it is currently Friday. This truck is due back out to work Monday to Friday next week. And then it's in for MOT the following Monday. And then it's obviously Truckfest that Friday. So we've got 2 weekends and 2 weeks to get this washed, polished, tidied, bits fitted and painted, and 2 weeks worth of work to fit in and an MOT. So we're going to be busy, but plenty of content, plenty of things to film. So if you want to come along, join the ride, and we'll see you on the next one.